Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, JD, and welcome back to the JD and Paulcast. Paul is here. Say hello,
I am.
Paul.
Hello, people.
Yes, we're consistent again. Another episode in the books. I want to say it's episode 28 if I'm counting these correctly. If I'm wrong, then that's going to be embarrassing. But yes, on today's episode, we talk about a few things. We've got a Detective Pikachu movie review. We're going to talk about the NBA draft and the lottery that just happened. Mario Maker 2 had a direct this past week, which is going to be discussed, and also Game of Thrones and how the writers may or may not be ruining everything.
They ruined the show.
Yeah, and with that, I'd like to just say thank you all for listening to the podcast and watching the videos, and if you do enjoy it, please leave a review or rate us on iTunes or Spotify.
Anchor.
And don't forget to download Anchor, which is an app which we podcast on, where you can actually leave us voice messages, and that'd be great because if you did, in the future, we'll hopefully have a whole voice message episode.
Yes.
Yeah, or whatnot. Gabriel's also here on today's episode.
I'm waving.
Gabriel called us here.
Can't see me.
And with that, yeah, let's get started with the new episode of the JD and Paulcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're here.
Yeah.
How you doing? It's a new episode of the JD and Paulcast with special guest Gabe Galt.
Hey, I'm here.
Yes, he is. He's here, loud and clear, sitting there on the chair.
Ooh,
Bars! I got him.
Miles and freestyle.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna get into this podcast and keep it moving because we want to be consistent and have fun with you. And here we go. First topic of the day is actually about last week, which I wish these came out a little like closer to the day that these came out because it would probably be better to react. But Game of Thrones season 8, episode 5, and also predictions for the future. But how did you boys feel about the I don't even know. I was going to call it the
penultimate episode.
The penultimate. Yeah, penultimate. But the Dannying. I don't even know what you want to call it. The roasting.
She was a bad one.
She turned into
That's all I
Seth
gotta
Rollins.
say.
Yo, yeah. So if you guys spoiler alert,
Spoilers.
spoiler
Everything
alert.
is going to be spoilers.
Everything's spoilers. It's been a week, and if you don't watch Game of Thrones, it doesn't really matter to you. You might not watch it till like 2 years from now. But last week on Game of Thrones, there was a lot of controversy about it because it was it leaned towards a different way than the viewers thought it would go. And being a viewer, I was one of those people who was like, wait, so this is happening right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. But it was all justifiable.
Yeah, nobody, like, people, I saw a thing that says people who are surprised by Daenerys turning heel did not watch the show.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, she's been wishing it since day one, right?
Yeah.
That's
She's
true.
wanted revenge on like
Her father.
Dothraki.
You mean on her father, or you mean because they
Because
killed
of
their
her
father.
Right.
And because she had to leave and give up the throne, or well, whatever, all that stuff. But yeah. So we all watch it. We don't watch it together, but we all watch it pretty consistently right when it drops at 6 o'clock. Except for me, I skipped it. I was late, but I managed to watch it. But when you watched it,
I watched it.
When you watched it with Devin, how did you feel? What were your thoughts as you were going through the episode?
So this whole season has been kind of like unpredictable, and I don't know if it's for the better or the like worse. But the last episode, I felt satisfied basically because I felt like it made sense, but also the deaths, spoiler alert, they felt like they were a little bit underwhelming in some aspects of it, and then some parts of it I'm like, okay, I've been watching this show for 8 seasons now, so it has to come to a close, and like at the end of the day it's just a show, so they have to make some judgment calls. And yeah, I mean, like, hindsight, in the moment of watching the show, I'm entertained and I'm happy, and then once I like hit Twitter and then see all the complaints, then I get like judgmental. I feel like
I think it's one of those things where when I was watching it, all I could think to myself was, how did you feel when Dany started lighting the city ablaze? Like they won the main battle. For those who do and don't know, they came through. They charged these boats, which I thought would have had more of a chance.
Yo, that's okay.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
For me, it was like we saw last week, the one dragon got murked real quick
Easily.
with like 2 shots, and all of a sudden she can like just matrix dodge 40 ships and all these ballistas on the wall with one dragon.
Yep.
Even though it is Drogon, her biggest one.
She was using the sun though to her advantage, so
But
that was like tactical. But yeah, I see what you mean.
No,
That's
the thing
totally-
about that show is there were so many things that were just weird in the sense that the episode prior to it, she got blindsided, best friend kidnapped and murdered, and dragon lost.
queen.
And then they had the audacity to, well, the girl died after, but they had the audacity to meet up with each other and then decide
To leave?
are we gonna fight? And then it was
if
like,
if it was me,
yeah,
and they had Daenerys, Jon Snow, and the dragon right there, and they had all those ballistas pointed right at them with the dragon still on the ground, they would
would've
all
killed
be
him,
dead.
right? Exactly. If Cersei was as bad as we know Cersei is, she would have shot the. She would have been like, kill the dragon. she would have killed the dragon now. Kill it now, and it would have been dead last week. I don't even understand how.
Daenerys she had,
But
she had a bunch of archers ready.
Also, regardless of that, people are mad because it's like, so did the Dothraki get revived?
Did
the
respawn?
Unsullied get respawned?
Respawn.
My bad. Keep that right there.
Apparently
Bran
they
got the
had,
power. Bran got the power of the Night King and just brought him back.
Yeah, I don't.
Apparently that was only half, like 50% of their troops that got wiped out in the battle.
Nah.
That's what I heard.
Well, how many were there though?
I don't-
Because like they all died.
That's
from
what we saw.
From what we saw, I saw a bunch of dudes with swords going ay, 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 into the darkness, and then they ay, 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 they asses out of there because they were like, these zombie joints are scaring me.
Oh man.
But hey man, hey, you hit restart on the PlayStation
Respawn.
real quick and
I needed
just come back.
The sacking of the city. For me, it's like it happened. It was way too easy.
Well, that's the one thing that was really upsetting. It was the fact that it was so one-sided. I was thinking, okay, someone's got one of those what do you call those things, the spears or whatever.
I
thought she had one in the castle.
I had
maybe
one in the castle.
at the Red Keep.
I thought that when
Castle.
In the castle.
I thought like when Jon Snow and Grey Worm and them were like fighting the other army, and then like that face off, I was expecting a wildfire bomb to go off.
Man,
Just to build some tension because it was like none.
there was a lot of stuff that was missing from that show,
I was
and,
like, oh, okay.
and it was
So
just a lot of.
Then another thing that made me mad was if she's gonna be queen, what is she gonna be queen of? Because everybody dead.
Well,
Everybody dead.
that's
Everybody dead.
that's where it got weird when it got to the point of Daenerys getting the Daenerys getting looking at everybody in the ring the bells, my lord, my queen, ring the bells, please. They've got us cornered. When that happened and the bell goes ding 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 ding. What was Daenerys?
Daenerys was like,
Daenerys was like, girl, I don't hear no bell.
that Kill Bill.
Yeah.
He didn't play for me.
I forgot
I
the
saw a
sound.
meme.
What is that sound? I'm gonna pull it up. Yeah.
No, I saw a meme of when the bells were going off, Nuck If You Buck started playing. Nuck If You Buck, boy.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh man, but yeah, she bugged out, and But my thing is, it's just one of those things where when you do that with that character, you just throw everything that she built up in the beginning out the window. She's justified in what she did, but it's done. Don't call her Breaker of Chains. Don't call her Mother of Dragon. I mean, you can call her Mother of One Dragon.
Mother of Dragon.
But regardless,
Mother of
she is not.
Genocide.
She is Mother of Genocide. That's what she is. She was burning babies.
She literally did what her father did, but she succeeded.
Yeah, that's the one.
This is what happened. Burn them all.
She literally did what her dad did, but succeeded.
But my thing is she mad? Or is she?
She mad.
Is she mad? But is she mad? But is she deranged, or is it just vengeance upon everyone?
Well, they kind of low key were showing that she's like gone crazy, like her dad did.
Do you think she went crazy though? I think it's alluding
It's been
to
built up.
True.
I think D&D were hinting that she went crazy, like
Yeah.
the episode prior to that. They were
No,
saying,
it didn't. No, it started.
she's just like her father.
No, it started at 2 episodes ago. Like that's when they were like really like, oh, she's losing her shiitake. Was at the dinner party when they were having a conversation.
When the
John was there.
Starbucks cup.
Yeah, with the Starbucks cup. And then like, everybody's like, John, King of the North. Oh.
She was, yeah. That's I think she was losing grasp on I don't know if she was. I think she was losing grasp on the reality that these people don't fight for her, and that's why when she was approaching John at the end, where she said, "You betrayed me. You told your family, blah blah blah," and she was trying to pull up for that kiss because she was like, "I might be your auntie, but tonight I just want to be in your undies," or whatever it was.
Tonight I'm your auntie wife.
Yeah, well, yeah. When she was doing that, and he pulled away from her, she said, "What should I rule with? Kindness or fear?" And then
Fear
it is then. And then next thing you know, she burned
and
it.
Varys.
Man,
Varys caught it.
and but you know the worst part is not just that we all are sitting back with little like issues with the show. It's the fact that the people who are on the show have issues. All these characters,
Even the characters do, because
yeah,
like
the actors.
My favorite line from last week was when Varys was about to die. He said to Tyrion, he was just like, "I hope what I'm getting burned for was worth it, or like I was right." And he was right, because
she's bugging.
She's bugging.
Like, I hope
A bugaboo.
if Jon Snow would have done what he had to do, he could have saved thousands.
You know,
of
Pilar
lives.
was yelling that. She was like, if he would have just gave it a day, she was like,
Snow?
could have saved all them kids. And I was like, I don't think that's just it.
That's
honey.
true.
Literally, he could have been the Queen Slayer.
I think yes. I think there's a middle point where if he would have gave that,
If he would have gave his auntie,
if he would have gave,
But you gotta like another.
if he would have gave her that Drogon.
I don't blame him, man.
The thing about like with
Let these
Daenerys, like in
people
this,
die.
at least in this season, is she's lost everything that she's like low key built.
Yeah.
Jor died. The
Yes.
dragon died.
Yes.
Masande died.
Yes.
Everybody who was there to kind of keep
The
her.
only person who's got her back is Grey Worm.
Grey Worm,
And
but he don't care.
He don't care. He's like, I do what you need.
He
my
lost
queen."
everything.
Yeah, he lost his girl.
He lost his man.
lost the baddest girl in the
He
Seven
lost
Kingdoms.
The
Man.
baddest woman. Yeah.
Baddest woman.
He destroyed her chain, which I still have a kind of issue with. Is how come the only possession a black woman has is her slave chain?
Man,
Because you're woke as
we didn't
woke,
say it was a perfect universe.
because you're woke as F, Paul. That's when you're
I
woke
was like,
AF.
dang,
Fun.
she's been riding with Daenerys all these years. The only thing she kept was a slave chain.
Oh my god.
Fun Game of Thrones fact: all the Dothraki extras are Irishmen.
Really?
Yeah, because they film it in Ireland, I believe.
That's cool.
So it's kind of
So they put them in
brown-faced.
brownface.
Dang,
I'm about to
Finn
say.
but for the culture.
Damn. Brown face.
Dothraki culture.
All right, but somebody said Masanbe. but
Masanbe.
You're right.
But all right, so okay, now with that out of the way, I personally think it's one of them things where I'm like, I guess she snapped. It's also just the payoffs, man. I could have written the end of that episode.
My theory that I've been
way
saying
doper.
for 3 years did not come true.
What's
and
that?
it would have been the best one. Okay, and they set it up too. They set it up when Jaime fought Euron
Yeah.
on the beach, or Ban Margera, when they fought each other, and he stabbed him off screen. He could have just died from all the blood because he got stabbed like 4 times.
Yeah.
Right, and in that last scene when Jaime pulls up on Cersei, they're like, oh, they're hugging. It's like the North remembers.
Yeah, and it should have been Arya. Should have been Arya.
taken her out, but
Yeah.
they just low key killed Arya's whole arc
Killed it.
by like,
Had her running through the
don't come with
streets.
me, don't come with me,
Yeah.
stay here. Even though Game Bowl was my favorite part of this episode.
Yeah. Well, that was fanfare.
Yeah, you needed that.
Yeah. Well, but I was saying the same thing. I was gonna say Jaime dies on the beach with Euron. He bleeds out. Whatever. That's it. But then you cut to a scene where Arya is Jaime, and I thought it would be better if they don't die. Well, because the thing is, you're leaving out the fact that Arya might die under the.
Yeah, but she's planning to die anyways.
Arya wasn't.
Yeah.
Arya was saying, "I'm not coming." I guess, sure. Yeah, she was planning to die, but I'm saying here's a better, like a little more enhanced version of what you just said. The whole what's the name dies by the river. She goes up there. She maybe he's like, "Don't come with me, girl, unless you want to die," and this and that. Maybe she's like, "Okay," goes the other way, but then makes a U-turn, goes and finds Cersei. And when she finds Cersei, she actually, let's say you get to the point of the point of Clyburn, or how you say his name?
Qyburn.
The point of him dying, then Cersei going on her way.
The funniest death.
Yeah, passing by Clegane Bowl, and then after that, fake Jaime, as in Arya, meeting what's her name and being able to take her all the way down through the catacombs to the point where they get to a boat, and then they actually ride that boat out to the water a little bit, and she's like, "I'm so happy you found me," and then he's like, "So am I." And that, like, mind you, and you see the city crumble, and you see Arya kill her, and he pulls the mask, and you get like a cool little conversation right at the end.
And then that prophecy about her being killed by her little brother still comes to fruition, because that didn't happen.
I'm just saying.
Such a waste of a death.
I'm saying like
to get crumbled by rocks.
Like
anything else would have been better.
Anything
Daenerys
else.
eating her with the dragon.
Daenerys blowing up the fire and
something would have been better.
It just wasn't satisfying.
People,
Cersei's death just needed to be more.
I've also seen theories. They're not really dead. They'll be in
Maybe
the next
they're not,
episode.
and I hope they're not, so we can go back and find them and kill them. but no, Arya out on a boat on the way out of the catacombs, and then the whole she pulls it back and she's like, "What are you doing here, girl?" And whatever, and then she's like, "I told you I'd come back for you." Just like a whole thing. You could have had a whole 2-minute combo, and then she could have said, That's for for Ned Stark. That's for Robb Stark. That's for whoever. That's for my mom. It could have been so it could have been so climactic and good. But she got to kill the Night King, which I don't even think that would. I thought that I liked it.
I liked it in the moment, but when I thought about it, I was like,
I'd have liked it more if John.
Taken him out.
I would have liked it more if John and Bran tag teamed on that somehow.
I low-key thought Bran had a dagger in his
I don't think he would have fought. It would have been just good if he had.
Wait, what?
Look at him! He's over there just limp. It just would have been. It would have been entertaining if they worked together in some way to trick the Night King and then get him killed. But you know what? I get it. It's not our show, and it's not the actor's show, and no one can fix this thing now.
Somebody said to me Theon's only purpose in the show was so that he could buy Arya 10 seconds so he can get to the Night King.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Died for that. Theon.
Theon died just to buy Arya 10 seconds.
But my thing is, on that episode, did Arya Assassin's Creed her way through the crowd, or was she a White Walker?
At this point, it doesn't matter.
No, she's just stealthy. She's the only one who knew the ins and outs of King's Castle like that, or not King's Castle,
the Winterfell.
Winterfell like that.
Yeah,
and then also have the skill set to sneak past everybody, but it's not really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
True.
Elaborated on.
Let's not dwell too much on the last episode. Let's finish with predictions for this final episode. Okay. What do you think is going to happen in the final episode of the series?
John kills Dany. The king will be Bran.
Okay. All right.
Bran Stark.
Gabe.
I think Tyrion's gonna die. I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna die.
Yeah. Next time you betray me, it's gonna be your last.
I think he's on his final strikes.
Unless she tries to do the same thing she did with Varys on Tyrion, and he gets burned, and that theory of him really being a secret Targaryen is real.
Tyrion is a secret Targaryen.
There's been theories.
Because he's okay. I didn't know about that.
D&D have been reading all the fan theories to try to
ruin them.
Yeah, to ruin them.
Oh yeah. Oh, you thought it was gonna end this way?
Yeah,
this way.
I really wonder.
They've literally been doing that.
I wonder what George Railroad Martin really thinks about this.
Oh, he probably thinks it's
hates
trash.
it.
I heard he thinks it's trash.
He had some words about it.
He's probably sitting back so I bet y'all gonna read them books now, huh?
He's perfect for me.
Yeah, y'all gonna sit back and read the rest of my books.
He was saying something like, if I wrote a story and it was a mystery murder and it was all written out so the butler did it, and then you knew that the butler did it, so you changed it around so the mistress did it, then that just ruins the whole story, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And so he was talking about that and what they were doing basically.
The butler did it, bro.
Yeah.
D&D. And I'm scared now.
That what?
About D&D.
Oh, because they're gonna do Star Wars.
We're doing the next Star Wars.
I gotta get in that. I gotta get in there, y'all. I gotta get an audition.
I want you to be in it, but also, my friend,
I need to do a story time about how I auditioned for the last.
Can
I never did.
Can you talk about that?
It's too late. I don't care. Movie been out. I don't care.
He could have been John Boyega.
I could have been John Boyega, y'all. I didn't know. I didn't even know that who I was going in
Audition
for.
for the new ones.
I'm gonna tell the casting.
You could be Jar Jar Jr.
You a coon? How dare you say that?
Your faithful 7.
How dare you? All right, so yeah, my predictions for the next.
Misa Ray?
Y'all,
I just see you as
Misa
Jar Jar
racist.
Binks.
Listen, my predictions for the last episode are. I don't know. I feel like John. I feel like Arya and John do a coup, and they get. I don't know if they. I think it's one of those things where Drogon shows loyalty to John in the end, and then Daenerys is, she goes cuckoo, and it's one of those you've seen that, like that cartoon or that anime or that movie where it's like, oh, get out, you never take me, they just she snaps.
She lives.
Well, I think they put her away, and then she snaps and she goes mad, and then John is the new what's it called, or Bran is the new what's it called, and John is his squire, whatever you call it.
I really feel like Bran would be the perfect king.
True, one of them, and then or Arya. Let Arya be queen. I let Arya.
Now
be
she
queen.
going with Gendry. At this point,
that ain't happening. She had her
9/11 moment. She realized all this death shit isn't cool.
Boy, did 9/11.
It is. No. Did you not cast the parallels?
Do I have to turn this off?
Wait,
I gotta cut the string.
Do you guys not cast the parallels?
Yo, wait, man, you gonna put? Yeah, continue, Paul.
Okay, my bad. She witnessed about everything happening. Dang, you're just gonna give me the side eye, huh? All right.
Paul,
No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm not even finished. Nope, I'm good. Nope.
I think
Her being covered in ashes as buildings fall around her. You didn't guess that?
Yes, Paul, I caught that, and I caught all the dust, and yes, 9/11 did happen, and we pray for those who had to deal with that.
Yes.
All right.
I think it might be Sansa on the throne.
Maybe.
I think Sansa's ruling
like
in the north.
That seems like a twist that they would do specifically, not something that I would personally care to see. I wouldn't mind it.
Stop hitting that because you keeps making a noise every time you touch the mic.
Sorry. Anyway, I think it might be Sansa.
I think Sansa's gonna hold down Winterfell. I think they're gonna have between the people who can be king right now on the throne. Honestly, I don't think you're gonna get Bran. I don't think you're gonna get Arya. It's between Jon and it's between what's her name. It's 2 Targaryens. You're gonna get one of those 2. That's what's gonna happen. But
unless they both die.
But you have the Unsullied who back what's her name. You have the Unsullied who backed Dany.
That means Jon and Grey Worm got to fight.
You have the dragon that backs Dany, and then the only way you can figure it out is if they turn on one or the other. I don't know. But hey, this has been way too long of us talking about this show. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, in the chats, in the reviews, in all the things. Maybe leave us a little voice message on Anchor. Okay,
yes.
Let's move on to something that's a little lesser important. We'll jump into the NBA, the basketball.
Oh man, my favorite sport.
Gabriel doesn't know anything about basketball.
So let me guess, you like it when they dribble up and down the court?
He doesn't know that song either.
Sure.
What's the next line, Gabe?
We playing basketball.
At least he knows the song.
Coming in.
Oh my gosh! All right, guys. So the NBA lottery was the other day. The NBA draft lottery, and all eyes were on the great, the powerful, the real king,
Zion
Williamson. And this is to me going to be like a really short topic, but the draft happened. And with that, a lot of people realized that tanking and doing bad in the NBA
means absolutely nothing.
He doesn't know anything about basketball.
The New York Knicks, son, dead ass. They got played, son. Real talk, B. All the last 2 years I've been hearing Zion to the Knicks. Zion to the Knicks.
He gets all his information from NBA 2K.
Zion to the Knicks. That's all I've been hearing. And now he's going to go to the Pelicans?
He didn't choose.
It don't matter.
What do you mean? It doesn't.
The lottery is a slavery.
It low-key is. Same with
in the NFL draft, slavery
I'll
of the
take
modern
that,
age.
boy.
And we watch it on television. How do you feel?
Oh man, I mean, there are parallels to drafting
That
and
Zion's big and strong.
Zion is a big and strong boy, and you sending him to the south of New Orleans?
to the plantation
but,
fields.
but he's getting paid though. That's what people.
Is he though?
He's going to the field.
He's going to be extremely rich. But yeah, Zion, who I'm sure was hoping to go to a bigger market than New Orleans.
Zion wasn't even happy about going to the Pelicans.
Well, it's just one of those things where the day and
Zion thought he was going to be a Knick too.
he thought that too, but it doesn't matter now because the
Real
the Pelicans have the upper hand against the Knicks because now they can take Anthony Davis, who doesn't want to play there, who I'm sure you have no idea who is.
I do. The Brow.
The Brow, all right, and he knows.
I know who that is.
Sure you do. But
That's my boy.
Anthony Davis does not want to stay there. He is probably going to be a playing piece, or slave piece, as you would say.
He's going to take one slave and send him to another one. Huh?
They're going to take him. They're possibly going to take him and barter, which is the right terminology. That's not a bad word.
You're going to barter. I'm going to give you this one tall black man for 3 other black men are half his size.
I'll trade you 2 horses for that Zion.
Oh my gosh. Listen, so,
I'll trade you an AD for a KD.
AD.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say?
They treat our black boys like Pokemon, y'all.
Y'all stupid. Like trading
give me your link cable.
Give me your link cable.
Welcome.
Oh my gosh! Welcome to the JD and Paulcast,
Anthony Davis,
where we get real political, we get real into it.
Oh god!
Oh man!
So the New York Dream Team's dead.
Yeah, Zion, KD,
Kyrie,
but that wasn't gonna happen. But now they were willing to take whoever they got on the 3rd pick or whoever their pick was, even if their pick was the first one. But I don't think they would have traded Zion. But they said even for the 1st pick, they were willing to trade that plus some assets to New Orleans because AD wants out and get AD to come to New York.
But isn't he a free agent? He's not a free agent, is he?
He is.
AD is low key a team ruiner.
Yeah, I guess
he broke the Lakers.
Yeah,
he broke the hopes and dreams of New York. He's a dream killer.
Yeah,
this man is Django, the Django of the game.
Well, I don't know. All I know is that
breaking chains.
All I know is that AD is he's gone, and Zion is going to be a Pelican, which is it's not. I'm gonna still watch him because he's amazing.
I'm not gonna watch anything. So
yeah, you're not gonna watch basketball, but
I'm watching with you, JD.
Sure you will, Gabe.
I will watch All-Star Weekend.
That is so far from now.
February.
But yeah, no, Zion is going to be a force to reckon. Honestly, the Pelicans will be good with him. They've got a really good team. They've got Drew Holiday. They've got Zion now. They have a few other pieces that are pretty legit. So
they got Bonafide.
He's on the Knicks now.
They got Bonafide?
Yeah.
You talking about NBA Street?
They got
Stretch?
Dr. J. Stretch.
I hate you so much.
They got Stretch on that team?
They got Spider-Man. That DLC.
Oh man. But yeah, so hey, who knows? NBA lottery, it was interesting. I'd be surprised if the Pelicans went over Zion and chose someone else like RJ Barrett or I don't know if Cam Reddish is going this year, but there's some other options. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But the NBA is going to be interesting, and we'll probably talk less about it because I don't think any of you care. But I will talk about it because I like basketball. So
Zion to the Knicks still.
It would be really cool if he could go there.
Dennis Smith Jr., Zion, Kyrie, KD.
Dennis Smith might get traded again if
Klay Thompson.
You just name the people you know.
I'm just naming people are
name the starting 5 on the Knicks since you wanted the Knicks, since you know the Knicks so well.
Hey, Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Larry Johnson.
Boy, this is not 96.
With the coach Pat Riley. He never left New York.
Oh my!
He never went to Miami.
Oh my god!
Is Derek Fisher?
Kristaps Porzingis isn't on the team no more.
Oh man!
It's the only Nick I knew.
Yeah.
Dennis Smith Jr.
Porzingis is gone. He went to
He's
Dallas.
On the Pelicans. What? I thought he went to the. Yeah, you're right.
This guy and his basketball knowledge. Let's move on to the next topic, everybody. Oh man. We got new footage. We got a Nintendo Direct today of Mario Maker 2.
Yahoo!
All right, we're done. I'm done. Mario Maker 2 is a game that I played 42, I think, videos of. I made 42 videos of Mario Maker.
42.
I was one of the first people to make content of Mario Maker because I received it earlier, thanks to Nintendo for the product.
Fun fact.
Thank you. Yes.
And I got a lot of dislikes on my first video because I did not know which Mario games were coming from each custom level.
Ooh.
I got burned. It was bad. I think I got like 700 dislikes, and people were like, "Did he call Mario 3 Super Mario?"
Well,
Ah!
well, this time you got to be extra careful about being burned because there's the new Angry Moon.
Yes, there's a new angry. No, that was the Angry Sun.
Angry Sun. Oh yeah.
Dang, how you ruin that?
Something about Zion.
Trash. You thinking about Zion?
Something Zion.
All I can think of is the song by what's her name?
My arms
Yeah.
are
Watch
Zion.
watch. Is that the song?
Yeah,
beautiful,
Lord,
beautiful Zion.
Zion.
I can only think of that and Xenon. Excuse me, not Xenon.
Xenon Warrior Princess or not Warrior
No, that's
Princess.
Xena.
Xenon Girl of 24th Century.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Zoom, zoom, and my heart go
Boom,
boom, boom. My
boom.
supernova girl.
Disney, guys, from 1993. You
Man,
guys don't
the
remember.
best Disney-
Y'all weren't around.
Best Disney
Y'all
original
missed it.
movie.
Y'all
Brink.
missed the golden days.
Brink, Johnny Tsunami.
Johnny Tsunami. Ooh.
Come
Johnny
on now.
Tsunami
But
was
Brink had the
best.
Black Ranger.
Johnny Tsunami had a
With dreads.
Johnny Tsunami had a Hawaiian in the snow.
Yo.
that is
Halloween Town.
ooh, smart house. Ooh.
Witch Mountain.
Ooh.
No?
don't remember.
Anybody?
That was
Nobody?
That was the Rock. Rock was in that one, right?
That was the remake, wasn't it? Because they had an original Witch Mountain, and then
I'm
they
talking
had
about
the
on Disney.
Rock.
We talking about Disney Channel
That was
movies
on-
only. That was on Disney Channel.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think it was. Was it?
Channel.
This boy making up movies. But yeah, Mario Maker 2, everybody. We watched. I made a live stream of it. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. It's the direct was good. It showed us a bunch of new
fun.
stuff. I want to say all the cool new customizations you can do for the game are going to be cool. I hope you guys send me some levels that I can play, and hopefully I'll continue playing them as long as they're not so trolly that I hate playing them, because some of them will be
Oh,
like,
they're gonna be trolly.
yeah, they'll be like, made for JD. It'll be just like me in a box. It'll be like, figure it out, JD. Oh my God. But no, I mean, it's all good. They're still fun to play. And I think in honor of that game coming out June 28th, I'll try to make a few Mario. I'll try to make a Mario Maker video.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, I know for a fact I'm not gonna create any levels.
I might create one just for fun, but I'm not a big creating level kind of guy.
But you're a curator.
Excuse me?
You're a creator.
Which one?
Content creator.
Am I a creator or a curator is what you said?
It's a creator.
He said
He said
curate.
curator.
It's a creator.
Now we're later, Gator.
Okay, guys, stop making fun of me.
No one making fun of you. You said the
feeling-
wrong word.
I'm feeling triggered.
You're so triggered.
All right, so Mario Maker 2. Let us know what you guys think about it.
I really do want to play that though.
Yeah, it looks
Especially
fun.
the story mode.
It has the 2-player now, right?
Oh yeah, it's got story
it's
mode.
multiplayer,
It's got
so-
story mode. It's got
The
multiplayer.
homies multiplayer matches.
As long as
That'd be
everybody has a
cool.
Switch.
No, they said in the thing you can if one person has a oh, you're right.
Yeah.
They have to.
They
have
all
one,
have
too.
to have them. If you're local,
Yeah.
and
You
I
mean Dave and
imagine
Ronnie.
does Ronnie has one? Does Dave?
Dave doesn't. That's why I said.
But
you
his
mean
but
Gabe and Ronnie.
but Cam has one, so he'll have one at his house. But that's if we wanted to play what's it called? But no, we just I said this jokingly, but maybe donate for Dave's Switch. No, I'm just kidding. But
no, Dave could probably get one.
Dave can afford it.
Dave
Dave
can buy a
Dave
Switch.
good. Dave
right
out
now.
here making movies.
Making those moves.
He making those movies.
Those moves.
He in love.
He making moves, y'all. But yeah, with that being said, Mario Maker 2. I'm excited about the multiplayer.
I'm really curious. We're gonna probably talk about this next week, but Nintendo's lineup for E3. It's got me excited for E3. But I feel like
Nintendo's lineup,
Yeah.
like the games that they have coming out, or what you think
what
they're
they're gonna
have?
announce.
What do you think?
I think
Well, I'm trying to imagine the booth.
You
'Cause
think?
you know,
What do you think
the
it'll be?
booth, though.
Centric. What's going to be the
I think it's
center
gonna
of
be
the
Mario
booth?
Maker centric because it's coming out literally like
They
2
did
weeks.
that when the first one came out. kind of, yeah, a little bit.
But because like now that they have all the extra space now, because PlayStation and not PlayStation, Xbox isn't there anymore. PlayStation's not there either.
It's gonna be empty, man.
Xbox is doing theirs Sunday at the Xbox Microsoft Center.
E3 is gonna be weird this year.
I mean, I don't know.
I feel like it's gonna be weird.
I don't know if it'd be that weird, but it'll be different. So, I don't know. But yeah, Super Mario Maker 2. I'm trying to think what like the best features were. I mean, Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah, those.
But it's still weird.
The cot suits.
The cot suit. I think it's gonna be weird though, just because it's side scroll Super Mario 3D World. Yeah,
that's gonna be Mario Maker 3.
Yeah, Mario Maker 3D.
Yeah.
Oh, the cat's here. The cat's here.
We were talking about you.
Hello, cat. But yeah, Mario Maker 3 3D or whatever it is. Maybe that'll be a thing. Who knows? But but I don't know. Do you guys have any other thought? I think the online. Gabe, you have a Switch. Will you play with us?
Yeah, I'll play that. That sounds good.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be fun.
I'll cop it.
Yeah, I think that could be a beneficial content right there. Mario.
Drea, how do you feel about the cat suit?
The cat's here. But I don't know what else to talk about. Was there anything else during that?
I like the car.
Oh yeah,
the car looked dope.
Mario's got a whip now. That was kind of type. He's whipping.
He got the benzo.
See, that was kind of tight. Is what I meant to say. But yeah, he's whipping.
The car thing seems like a whole another level to it, because like people can make like racing courses and stuff. So I think it's gonna be pretty dope.
Yeah, I think that the multiplayer is the main thing. Also, I like the change with the sun and the moon. Sorry, the sun. She just got up on the thing. I like the thing with the sun and the moon and all that jazz. Hey, Drea, get out of the way. Sorry, our cat's in the way.
It's okay. It's fine.
Go. So, yeah, I think the moon and the sun thing are pretty cool because it flips and it switches, and when you can do that, you can see different types of levels. Or the levels
and like
it
changes like gravity and all that stuff.
Yeah, the gravity and all that jazz. So I think that'll be fun. But other than that, the online multiplayer is the main thing that was cool to me, and then hopefully getting people to play in person together, I think will be fun. But I don't know. I thought this topic would go longer, but I guess it's not. So I guess we should move on to our final topic.
You guys want to do some predictions? E3 predictions?
No, we'll save that for the podcast the week before E3. Yeah, I don't want to get into that too early, because then we might spoil something. But yeah, last but not least, what did we do tonight, guys?
We saw
Detective Pikachu.
So loud in my ears, Paul. Dang.
Detective Pikachu, guys.
Yes, we saw Detective Pikachu, everybody.
Super fun.
And I guess from the jump, if I were to give it not even a rating, but if I were to consider it comparable to some other CGI movies that I know are... Oh, the cat's behind you. If I was going to consider it to any other CGI movies that are coming, I would say Sonic, you got 6 months to figure it out, man. You got 6 months to figure out what you're going to do with your IP. What is the cat doing?
She's cool.
Oh, well... Yeah, all right, you guys talk about your feelings about this Pokemon movie. Was it's a first live action Pokemon movie. Did it live up to its standards?
Well, it had no standards to be live up to, but like for me was I was...
Oh, sorry, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Did she go that way?
Seen the movie.
She did.
All right, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie yet, but spoilers. We're talking about Pokemon Detective Pikachu. This is a quick review, and I apologize if you haven't seen it, but don't turn off the podcast. Just mute it and come and hang out.
Watch the movie and come back and listen to how we feel.
Yeah, do that, please. Come back at the timestamp.
It was better than I was expecting it to be. I thought Loki was going to be kind of bad because I'm one of those people who is kind of tired of Ryan Reynolds doing Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh no, it's Deadpool Pikachu.
People really haven't seen this movie. I see people... By the way, we stream this episode live on Twitch. If you guys want to see the next episode stream live on Twitch, leave us some reviews, leave us some comments, leave us some responses. Maybe you'd want to see that and or hear it. A lot of people have not seen them. Well, not a lot. Actually, just a few vocal people have said they haven't seen it. I mean, Pokemon Detective Pikachu wasn't a day one for me.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
No, it was out today.
Well, we saw it a week later.
We were like, oh, it's out. Oh,
Well,
okay.
I wanted to
let's
see
just
it.
go
I wanted to see it the weekend of, but I just didn't have time. And Game of Thrones trumped it.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna watch that
Yeah,
Sunday.
that
I was
was
like, oh wait, what time is it?
Yeah,
Bad time to release your movie
yeah,
during like Game of Thrones.
yeah. But
Session.
I mean, we don't have to go through a whole spiel on this movie. I would just say that it lived up to its standards.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's cool.
It was fun, but I want to take it back to one thing. My original reaction to it that I have on my YouTube channel, I wasn't that far off. Some of those Pokemon looked creepy. Okay.
Oh yeah.
There were some of them some of them were on the money. Pikachu on the money. Jigglypuff on the money. We got Apoms and what's it called?
Apom was scary.
Rattata and Bulbasaur on the money. Charizard. Little dino-ish, you know. It looked like
Little
Charizard.
scaly.
It was just, you know,
It wasn't. It's
Little
not-
Lickitung.
Lickitung.
I don't know.
That's the best you can make a Lickitung.
Mr. Mime was my favorite Pokemon. in the movie.
Mr. Mime was dope.
Yeah.
Mr. Mime was pretty.
Mr. Mime probably was the spot-on rendition. Even Pikachu looked a little too furry at times.
Well, he was wet.
But it was just one of those things where I'm like, why do we have to make them so furry? Because I guess technically they're animals.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, you have never shown me fur. Just make them solid. Let
see,
me
it
get
don't
all
work.
solid though. Like Mewtwo. Mewtwo was all solid though.
Mewtwo's
All
created in
solid
the
though.
lab.
Yo, and here's the thing about the movie, guys. The movie has a really decent storyline up until
Till the third act.
yeah. Yeah,
So-
the third act gets you know what it is?
1/3 of it is really decent.
2/3 of it is.
You know what the
decent. It's
third
really
act
good.
is? The third act is when you're walking by a bush and there's a dude in it who's ready to fight you, and it's that's
What?
like it's just so abrupt that the story just like is going like it's so linear, and then it just takes a sharp right turn.
It's the epitome of when Russell Westbrook was what?
What?
I mean, I don't know. What is this like? What is the crowd for this movie? Because no
It's-
lie.
I don't
Oh,
know.
sorry. No cap. The kid, sorry,
He
kids.
said
No cap. The kids in that theater with us weren't even around when Pokemon Black and White came out. Probably like they weren't even that old.
yeah, them kids
They
is
were
like
some little
those
kids.
kids is 6th gen.
It was mostly like
16 kids.
5-year-olds and then adults.
Yeah, it was 5-year-olds, and then it was us,
And it was us.
was this
There was
hat
3
that I'm
grown
wearing. If you watch the
men.
video of this stream of this podcast, then it was that. But it was good though. They did a lot of
it
good
was
fan
good.
service. They had Machamp in the street moving cars around
Around the
Snorlax.
Snorlax.
The
Yeah.
scene with Ditto at the end was fire.
Yeah.
Because that's probably one of the best Pokemon and also one of the best ones to breed
most
and make
abused
eggs
Pokemon.
with. Yeah, yeah. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Everybody
about
know Ditto.
You know Ditto.
Oh, you
Ditto.
know Ditto. You know
Ditto
Ditto
from the
You know
block.
Ditto
you
get
know
around.
Ditto from the block. You know Ditto on
Just,
26th Street.
Just put some shades on.
Hold on now. Hold on. That's my Ditto you talking about.
Put some shades on. That's all.
But it was cool because they did the Ditto and it transformed into humans. It transformed into Pokemon. It transformed into a bunch of different things. So I
With
liked
the
it.
creepy eyes, the Ditto eyes.
Yeah, the Ditto eyes. But the last part of the movie was very. You know what it was though? I'm not even mad at it because it was very much an episode of Pokemon. Like that storyline. I think that's why it was so.
A season finale.
It was
episode.
it was so out of whack. It was literally like Team Rocket taking over and
I really wish Team Rocket was in the movie though.
Yeah, I wish
they were in spirit. They were the capsules. But it was very much Team Rocket and Mr. Giovanni pulling a fast one at the end.
Yeah.
Because that's what it was. This
Yeah.
old man was like, I need Pikachu. Excuse me, I need Mewtwo so I can transfer my conscience.
Spoilers.
Huh? I'm spoil. I said it's a spoiler. I don't care. I said it's a spoiler review, y'all. It's a mini spoiler review. Leave if you don't want to hear it. But yeah,
mute.
it's been out for a week, and also it ain't that type. Sorry, I apologize. But listen,
Avengers.
when man, Captain America gets the whole Thor's hammer. All right, it's a wrap.
JT.
Son of a gun.
Shut
I still haven't seen it, even though it's been out for a month.
I'm sorry, but they're spoilers. Just don't listen. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, the part where at the end of this movie we had, because the whole thing is, the weird part is the fact that, you know, I thought Pokemon would have like a new like storyline. Like I thought this was literally a Detective Pikachu movie about something that has nothing to do with Pokemon. I thought it'd be something more unique, but it always falls back on, well, what's that that real special one that you guys got, the Mewtwo? Let's use that one. It's always that.
They always had like in the background they had the mentions of like Arceus and
Yeah.
Palkia.
Arceus.
It's Archie?
It's Arceus. Yeah, I believe it is.
I will forever call it Arceus.
Yeah, it sounds better.
Arceus.
Arceus, Palkia, Dialga. Yeah, I don't know. Giratina. Giratina, could it be?
Giratina.
Pikachu.
What's the three dogs? Not Zapdos.
Entei, Raikou or Raikou.
Oh, was it Raikou?
And Suicune.
Suicune. I always thought it was Suicune, but it's Suicune. I don't know. Listen, enough about that.
Suicune.
But my thing is, I thought we would have had a better storyline that didn't have to revolve around Mewtwo. And also, did we not? We left early. I just thought about that. Was Mew going to be in the cutscene at the end?
I don't know.
I'm kind of upset if we didn't see that.
Oh man, yeah.
I forgot all about that.
I don't have my phone on me, so I can't check. See
Somebody Google it. Not now, but later.
Post-credit scene.
Let us know in comments or let us know in reviews. But yeah, I thought the movie was good. I'd give it, like, for a Pokemon movie that's live action, I give it an 8 out of 10.
It was good. It was good. 8.
Yeah. Maybe 8.5. It was also just one of those things where all the actors except for this white girl were very much, they felt like they were like our age.
Yeah.
Like we had the dude from the Get Down who's like, yo, my Ling.
My Ling. My
Did you see the Get Down?
Yeah.
My Pikachu.
My Pikachu.
And it was just, okay, also spoilers, by the way. The whole time I'm sitting back and I'm laughing at Ryan Reynolds because I can't take it serious. Like he's playing the Pokemon and he's acting it out, and they talk about this kid's dad who's missing, and the whole time the kid's dad who's missing is, and mind you, Paul spoiled the movie for us before we could even finish. we were watching the movie, and it's one of those things where we didn't figure out what they were trying to do. They were trying, I don't even know why I'm getting all worked up, but it's a dumb story. Like,
Kinda, yeah.
It was really dumb that this old man, he wanted to transfer consciousness between Pokemon and humans so you could.
But why?
I don't know.
No, they said because he had a degenerative disease in the beginning.
I know that. I know that. But
what if his body died? It didn't matter.
So
talk to the mic.
If his body died,
his body didn't die.
But if it did, it wouldn't work because he needed that headband, right, or something.
I don't know. He needed
definitely did.
What's that thing called from X-Men?
Cerebro.
He needed Cerebro so that he could transfer his mind into Mewtwo, and then just be a powerful Pokemon. But he wanted to become
other
a Pokemon.
Other people who got turned into Pokemon didn't need that.
Oh, you know what?
That's true.
What if he's the catalyst for the X-Men in the field?
Yeah, man. I don't know. The thing,
X-Men Pokemon?
I just realized this. I take it back. I forgot about the fact that guy did not transfer with Mewtwo. He only took his mind to Mewtwo. He left his body in the room.
That's why.
But then he went around town and he was like, "You all will become like me." And I'm like, "But wait, you're not
really a Pokemon."
Yeah, but then he fused everybody with their Pokemon, and that's when the movie just started getting wacky. We were like, "Wait, why would anyone want to be a Pokemon?" I'm like, "I want to catch them. I was gotta catch them all. I don't want to be them all."
If I wanted to be a Pokemon, I had to be a dope one.
Primate. Sorry.
Racist.
No, it's a Mankey.
Calling me a monkey? Calling me a Mankey? And the only way to evolve me is to trade me with another person? I ain't Zion. You ain't gonna trade me, boy.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that ending was just so.
Arcanine. It'd be an Arcanine.
Arcanine. You wouldn't want to be a Growlithe first, so you can
Just be a full man.
But listen, the way they were doing this plot twist, which was so, like, it was so obvious to catch towards the end of the movie where they were transferring humans and Pokemon. You saw that this detective, what was his name?
Harry.
What was the last name, though?
Goodman.
Harry.
Because he was a good man.
But they kept trying to allude to this kid's dad. I don't know the guy's real name. Justice. What's his real name? The actor.
Justin Reynolds.
Justice Smith.
Whatever.
Justice.
It is something like that. But listen, the guy who the kid who was playing the main character, they kept alluding to your dad. He died. He got in a car crash. No one could survive that, and there was no remains and all that, and the car was gone. Everything. We then figure out that Mewtwo saved him and Pikachu worked with him, and the whole thing is that Pikachu he transferred. You're sitting back watching this Ryan Reynolds Pikachu.
Every time they would show the dad, they would never show his face.
Yes. They would never show his face. And then at the end, you realize Ryan Reynolds is the dad. I thought that was so cringe.
I caught it.
But Paul caught it 20 minutes before we even got to that point, and he was like, oh. He said it loud too. He's like, "Oh, y'all know Ryan Reynolds' the dad, right?" I was like, "Wait, what?" And then he was like, "Well, think about it. Everybody's getting morphed into Pokemon, so I'm pretty sure the only reason that Pikachu can talk is because there's a human in it." And we were like, "Oh, damn! Paul just ruined the movie."
I thought he was joking. I thought JD was joking.
We had a good 30 minutes left of the movie.
I was like, "Ha ha." Oh,
It was over.
Yeah.
It was over. I'm about to walk out the theater, but that was really, it was funny because Ryan Reynolds doesn't look old enough to be this kid's
old enough
dad.
to be the dude's
Yeah.
dad.
He looked like he was old enough, but he could be old enough because like Casey Neistat had kids when he was 16, 17. And
But
he's in his
Casey
30s.
Neistat doesn't look like Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds looks like he could be like his uncle.
Well, Ryan Reynolds just a heartthrob. He's beautiful.
He's a
beautiful man.
sexy man.
He's got a plump head though. I don't know. I'm not sure why.
But,
because he's closer in age
like,
to
I
us.
just wanted to be like-
and then we still resonate
Ryan
with
Reynolds
little
like
kids.
is Ryan Reynolds in his 40s? Yes,
He's in his 40s.
Yeah.
We still
I
resonate
was like,
as
he
the
must-
trainer, but we're really the trainer's dad.
There were a lot of good moments though, and a lot of good callbacks. There
Your
was
father. You don't need to worry about him. He was with you the whole time.
yeah. Well,
Right
why
here.
did your Mewtwo turn Asian?
The whole time.
Your father.
That's my epic voice.
No, you made the voice of the guy
Did
who
I?
plays Godzilla.
Let them fight.
Yeah, I don't know. It was one of those things where at the end of the movie, I was just like, oh, okay. And those Greninja, mad scary.
That was cool.
Those Torterra, that part was tight.
That was cool.
That was good CG.
There's good set pieces in this movie.
And there's great CG in the movie. These Pokemon look good enough for me. These worlds that they came to, this guy who had the manipulation of the mind showed these moments in time where he could go back and forth and look
Like
through time,
holograms.
like Cerebro, like holograms.
Yeah, it was cool. Like there's a lot of cool stuff in the movie. It's just that third act.
That third act,
That
is,
third act
it wasn't bad. It was just weird.
It's wild.
It's out of nowhere, and then
Yeah.
you see Mewtwo talk too much. Like
with his mouth. Mewtwo doesn't speak with his mouth.
Yeah, he
You
has
never
psychic.
see him
And his
see him
mouth
speak.
was like all
Yeah,
shut down.
Yeah, his mouth is like
And he has a tiny jaw.
And he's British.
Yeah.
And I am going
He
to
wasn't-
become
He wasn't
all
British.
the
Oh, he's
Pokemon.
British.
I'm going to turn you all into
I'm
Pokemon
gonna
now.
turn you all into Pokemon, yeah.
But like
And
the
then
cool,
after
the
that,
cool, the real
he's
Mewtwo
going-
voice. I like the fact that it was both a man and a woman speaking together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't. Because
He's
Mewtwo doesn't
genderless.
have
He's gender
a
fluid.
gender.
Gender fluid.
All right, you guys sound like straight men talking about something you don't know. So with that being said,
That's America.
we're gonna continue.
This is
America.
Oh god. All right. But yeah, I like the movie.
It was good.
I give it an 8.5 out of 10 for being a live action Pokemon movie. I don't think they needed to call it Detective Pikachu. I think they could have just called it Pikachu, the movie. 'Cause, I mean, the detective part was just, I don't know.
Well, you already have the amiibo,
We're
so
solving a crime.
Of course, I have the amiibo because I am an amiibo collector. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it. What was the worst scene in the movie for you?
I will turn you all to Pokemon.
Okay, you.
Probably the same thing. I feel like that was kind of.
I was really
I
enjoying
feel
it.
kinda
I was
dumb.
really
When
enjoying it
when
up
they
until
were
that part.
fighting in the arena was kind of cringe for me.
I love that. That was my favorite.
I didn't hate it. Gengar looked crazy,
Gengar looked
but the guy who played the character who had the Charizard,
Oh,
he was cringe.
terrible.
he was cringe as heck. But I mean, I mean, if I'm looking
It's
for
like-
something, I'm looking for something bad. I
Picked up a
They
drunk
gave-
actor off the street.
No,
and
no,
then
he's
they
probably
started
got
giving
credits.
Pokemon
Don't be me. Pick this guy right up off the block.
But,
Oh, that's Ditto's friend. Oh, come on, man, we making a movie.
look like you, Gabe. You look like you were
That
tagged.
wasn't me, man.
Oh man, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's a fun movie. Fun movie.
I
And-
like that the loud noise Pokemon, whatever the one with the speakers.
Yeah, they were beatboxing.
Spoken dubstep.
Yeah, and Diplo was in the movie.
Diplo's in the movie.
If you know who Diplo is, yeah.
Rita Ora.
Rita Ora was in the
Rita
movie.
Ora.
I love my friend. I don't know this kid's name, but he did the CBS Diversity Showcase, and he did it the year before me, and he was in the movie in the beginning, dressed like Ash. I wish I was in this movie.
Oh, the guy who played
Oh,
the
you
cab
know that
driver.
guy?
Yeah, he's the cab driver from
Deadpool?
Deadpool. Cab
That's
driver.
cool.
Yeah, I know him.
Oh,
I met him before.
because he's friends with Ryan Reynolds. That's how he got in there.
Probably. Dang, dog. I need to be friends with Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds.
Reynolds. That's the plug.
Ah.
Plug.
JD.
I need better friends.
They had a homage to
Sorry.
Red in the movie. They had homage to Red in the movie. They had Pikachu flying on a Pidgeot.
Yep, they had
that was cool.
they had homages to so many things in the original cartoon and anime or whatever. It was legit, yeah. You take me and I take you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
I still think Luther Vandross did the Poke rap.
Gotta get Pikachu, son of
The dude is like, ooh, gotta catch 'em
all, Pokemon.
I always thought that was Luther Vandross.
Ooh, gotta catch 'em all.
My favorite
Luther
part.
Vandross is killing that.
Huh?
My favorite part of Detective Pikachu is that they are setting up the Smash Bros. Universe, and this is gonna happen.
Hey.
Sonic, the movie,
Low key.
Detective Pikachu.
We had a Mario. It was trash.
We have
No,
a
we
Mario.
have a
Bring back
new
the old.
Mario.
Oh, we got a new Mario
New
by
Mario coming out.
Illumination. Man,
Yo.
Sonic.
Sonic's getting a movie. Pikachu. movie.
Sonic. I know you're out there listening. You got 6 months, bro.
Zelda's getting a Netflix show.
Is he? I thought that was
Ooh,
canceled.
They are.
It's a rumor. Still.
Sonic, you got 6 months, bro. You gotta go fast, bro. You gotta
Go fast.
Gotta fix
Gotta
fast,
go.
dude. All right, don't play with us, man.
They gotta have a Fox movie.
Yo, a
And
star,
then
a
Fox
star.
versus
the
Wolf.
next Star Fox movie. Like I told them.
Ness, Lucas, make Mother 3.
That's gonna be a drama.
Mother 3's a
because
movie?
Mother 3 is
it's a drama.
A Korean drama.
what? Korean.
Korean.
What?
Okay.
Nobody
Wow,
else. You're telling
wow.
me you're not on board for this.
I'm not on board. I don't think they're
Why is it gonna
Korean.
be Korean
It's,
drama?
it's Japanese.
Because Korean dramas are dope. I
All
watch
right.
those.
All right. But yeah, Smash Bros. Movie would be amazing.
Star Fox 2. is
Somebody
here.
said we need a NCU, the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. Ooh,
telling you, for the Guardians
Look
of
at
the
all
Galaxy.
these amiibo. Look at all these amiibo and just imagine. I got them right there. I got Shulk. I got a Little Mac
Little Mac
boxing
movies is
movie.
Rocky.
That would be
Oh
dope.
my
It's just
gosh.
Rocky.
Oh my gosh,
Just
we got
like looking at all the
palettes.
amiibo.
And at the end of the movie, he's like, Mac, we got a new challenger for you. This one's a little bit unconventional, but you gotta fight him. And then Little Mac's in the ring getting ready, and out comes Donkey Kong, because he's the final boss at the end of
And then he starts
the
winding
game.
up.
Yep. And we could just get rid of all the Fire Emblem characters. They don't have to be in the movie.
Fire
They
Emblem
gotta
can-
be in there. They
Nah,
gotta
they
be
try.
Fire Emblem
No,
movie.
no sword characters.
That'll be a TV series.
Yeah.
That'll be the Jessica Jones
Yeah.
of that. And it's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Animal Crossing movie.
No.
Animal Crossing movie.
The movie I want is when Star Fox and Captain Falcon link up to fight Wolf and Samurai Goro.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
It takes a falcon to find a wolf.
Just make it an animated universe.
Yes.
Oh my God, Paul, you're too loud on the mics for once. You guys back up a little bit off the mic. All
sorry,
right,
back as I
y'all.
can
What you gonna say? Don't you say nothing stupid.
Say it, Gabe. I don't want to know.
No, never mind.
What you gonna say?
Nothing.
What you gonna say? Say it now. Now you trapped. What you gonna say?
At the end of Sonic,
Don't say nothing.
Sonic
I can't.
pulls
I gotta
up.
bleep
He's in
out.
Green Hill Zone. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay, go for it.
stupid.
Go for it.
And then all of a sudden,
Say it to the mic.
he hears like a bomb in the distance blow up, and then he goes check it out, and then behind him, he just hears, "Set." Whoa! Looks like we got a visitor.
So
Knuckles.
so you're telling.
Oh shit! We got a visitor, Sonic.
Stop it, Gabe. Wait, so you're saying at the end of every movie, that would be dope,
Yeah,
though.
that
At
would
the
be
end of
dope.
every movie, it's a new
teaser
challenger
reveal.
approaching.
A new challenge. Oh,
Dang, boy, I need this.
That's what I'm talking
Let's
about.
write
At
it.
the
We need to
start-
write it. I got connects with Nintendo. We need to pitch this movie.
At the end of the Star Fox
Yo.
movie, he's just like, I heard there's some new races going down in Varia. Oh, I know somebody there. Wheel.
Yo,
Yes.
should we write this movie, guys? Let us know. Well, I'll write it. I got Nintendo Connects. I will hit them up somehow. I'll be like, get this to the top. Get this to the top. I need Sakurai to see this immediately.
And they're fighting against Master Hand, and all of a sudden, the rest of Star Fox gets shot down, except Fox and Falco.
A new challenger has entered
And then
the
at the
ring.
end of the
That's a
movie,
wrong.
Fox is on his porch, and then all of a sudden, a big explosion, And then all you hear is, "Show me your moves," and then it cuts to black.
No, he's on his porch, and the F-Zero ship just fly like he's out. He's finally his days of being a what's Fox? He's like
he's a mercenary.
He's a mercenary. He's a mercenary, no legs. His legs are to the side. His legs are to the side on the porch. He's just swinging in his chair, and then out of nowhere, like how Robert Downey Jr. pulled up on the Avengers building. Captain Falcon just like without any warning, just his car flies and crashes into Fox's barn, and he jumps out of it and he lets it explode, and he's like, and he tosses the keys to Slip, and he's like, "Park this." And he's like, "Who's that, Fox?" And he's like, "An old friend." And then he's like, "What'd you say?"
He pulls down the shades because in the old Star Fox game there was James McLeod.
Man,
I knew your father.
We wrote this movie, guys. All right.
If you want to unite all the space people, you add Samus into the mix.
Yo, yeah. Every post-credit scene is a new challenger screen. That's all it is.
You
man,
just look on yourself and just make a movie.
You guys, we're making this movie. If you want it to happen, you know what to do.
Support our Patreon.
Yeah. Put some likes. Throw some likes in the chat, in the comments, in the bar. Who knows? But I think that has been a very.
I just came up with a new cool idea for the Zelda movie.
Hurry up, finish it off.
Because of the Triforce, you can start doing like some genre bending realities to the point where you can have all three links of the modern Link, Toon Link, and Toon Link and Young Link together in the same film. It's like, what?
Are you doing the Spider-Man meme?
Yeah, the Spider-Man meme. Where they're just pointing at each other.
Okay.
And then Link is chilling on his porch.
And you have 3 different Ganondorfs.
You guys.
Link is chilling on his porch,
and then
a big hole comes out of the ground, and out the ground. All
you guys ruined my Captain Falcon.
All
ending.
you hear is, and then it's what's that mole rat in Animal Crossing?
Monty Mole.
Monty Mole. He's
up
and
there
he
somewhere.
Says, "You didn't save your data,
Mr. Rossetti."
Oh my gosh.
Monty Mole.
You guys butchered my Captain Falcon ending. That was amazing. All right,
yes!
So don't have any more ideas. But hey, guys, I think that is going to be the end of our podcast. And if you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Check us out. Do all those cool things. And Paul, Gabe, thank you for being here. And we'll be back with another one. Maybe stop moving so much and you won't hit your freaking arm, Paul. And on the next episode, we'll have some more fun things for you to say. Cool, everybody. Thank you for listening to the JD and Paulcast. Later. All right, y'all. So that's the end of this week's JD and Paulcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to Paul for being here and doing his thing. Thank you to Gabe for coming through and being a supportive friend and also a confidant in this amazing podcast we had. You guys, thank you if you listen to this on the following platforms: iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud, and also Anchor. Please download the Anchor app. It's a really cool podcasting app where we post this, or where we upload these episodes, and you guys can leave us voice messages. And if you could leave us some for topics, or if you have any questions for us, we will turn those into an audio episode and video episode, which will be very entertaining in my opinion. So yeah, with that being said, make sure to write a review if you have time, or rate us on Apple iTunes podcasts or Spotify or SoundCloud. Leave some comments. You can leave comments on SoundCloud. And yeah, that's been our podcast, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you next week. Thank you for coming through, and see you next time.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.